Hey, what's up guys? This is Josh Dragon here, and today we're going to be resuming our Battletoads and Double Dragon, the Ultimate Team walkthrough by beating up these women with whips. I guess we're getting a little kinky in this walkthrough now, and for those of you who are kids, I'm not going to be explaining what that means. Yes, I am timing my blows there along with the music. That's how much I like the music in this game. Especially this level, it really is pretty good. It's probably one of my favorite songs of the game. Although my favorite easily would probably be Robo-Manus' level. But we'll get to that in a little bit. In terms of dealing with the women with the whips, I think they're called Linda Lash. The easiest way to deal with them is the jump kick, just the running kick. They usually only take 1 or 2 hits. They're actually kind of easy to kill. But they are pretty aggressive with their attack, so just make sure that you're like not ever really close in proximity to them. That's the one time that they're dangerous. So far in this playthrough, I actually haven't taken a hit yet, which is pretty good. I was not expecting this exactly. The goal, as you know, is to get through without losing a single life. So far so good, but the hard stage is really still ahead, and that's actually the next one. The space level. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get through that thing without losing at least a few lives. I've never done that before. That's actually a really difficult stage because it's so different from all the other ones in the game. For this little sauce section, just make sure you kind of stay near the top of the screen for this one part and hold away on the control pad for like as long as you can, and you'll be able to skip all 3 saws and then just, you know, dodge the last one there. But yeah, this space section is going to be pretty brutal, so I'm not sure. Now, unfortunately, I had to take a hit there because the attack pattern of that enemy torrent is very random, and I wasn't able to predict where the fire was going to be, so I did take a hit there. This part's a little tricky, but it's actually very possible to get through this without taking any damage. Just use the jump kick until the 2 women are both on screen, then jump over them. Jump over, the one will whip the other one, and then you just take that one out. And then really just finish them off like that. It's pretty simple. This part's a little tricky. You want to get your momentum going quickly and jump as low as possible and as fast as possible. You'll usually be able to avoid the lightning that way. And then just run through here as fast as you can. I actually should not have backtracked there. And when you feel you're getting close to the edge of the screen, do the jump kick and you'll take the women out. And then run fast through here. Not too quick though, because you actually can go off the screen right there. Hard for me not to want to sing along with the music. It's really that good. And of course for this part, basically just kind of hug the wall and then use that tornado attack like I'm doing here. Take out these gun turrets and then later the birds. They're actually going to do a pattern here which is a little difficult. And I missed that invincibility rock, unfortunately, so I was pretty sloppy right there, I'll admit. It actually put me in a really bad position because now I have to be perfect for this next part. The birds are going to gather at the top of the screen. You have to be a little bit careful right here because it's very easy for them to hit you. They're in offense mode, so make sure that you stay away from them and use that tornado attack as much as possible there. Don't know why I missed the 5,000, but thankfully that mistake did not cost me. I'm not quite as well versed on 3-2 as I am on 3-1 and 3-3. That's probably why I took the damage there. This part's kind of interesting. you'll get a series of these fireballs that'll chase after you, and I would recommend, if you're newer to it, just let them basically go by, kind of figure out where they're going to be, and then go away from them, which I'm doing here. But if you're familiar with it, where their path is, you can actually just keep going until you have to let them pass over you. And then you can kick here, and you'll need to do that to take out these birds. There's 3 in a row on the right hand side, and then there's going to be 1 on the left. And this thing goes in a pattern of 1, 1, 2. And there'll be a break after the second one, so that's when you cross over. Again, we have a random gun turret, and I took another hit there, unfortunately. Just did not have any luck with those things in this run. Now this is a very useful little area to get the 1-ups in, because it's very narrow and it's perfect for getting those birds to knock against the wall, and you can pick up the 1-ups really easily that way. This part is very, very frustrating if you're not dead perfect, and I got really lucky here. This is much harder than I'm making it look. Getting through this part can be very, very tough, basically because if you get hit by that lightning really just one time, it pretty much throws off your whole run. Alright, now this part is a little frustrating and it is very random, so you need to be careful here. My advice is to stay at the bottom, the bottom of the screen and in the middle of the screen, and let as much of the debris fall around you as possible. You don't want to feel like you're getting kind of pushed into a corner any more than you need to. This can be a little bit difficult, but just try to stay away from the debris as much as possible, and you should be able to make it through, assuming you have decent reflexes. Roper is probably the first challenging boss of the game. Absolutely make sure that you never get hit by his machine gun fire, because that is more or less an instant kill. I've only survived that once or twice in the entire time that I've ever played this game. Very easy to get hit by it. Make sure you duck as soon as you see him loading and unloading the gun. And the other move that he has is where he pistol whips you like he's doing here. And if he does that, try to get away from him as fast as you can. The best way to kill him is just to duck and kick him and get him to bounce against the screen and just duck, kick, duck, kick, duck, kick. He's actually pretty easy. In that way you can get him against a against the wall and into this pattern where you just kick the crap out of him. I've beaten him before where he never even landed on the ground. One time I just kicked him until he died. So he's not hard per se, but for a first time, he can be a pretty difficult boss. Anyway, guys, I want to thank you so much for watching my LP run. In the next part, we're going to be taking on the rat ship with a very small-looking space pod. I will see you guys next time. This is Josh Reagan signing out.